Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is KC9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. That's what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody is welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 Los Austin. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or if the PL on your radio is not working properly, you can check into the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 195 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you in the net. Also, this is the Friday, December 8th, 2023 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. This is being live streamed on the internet on YouTube. Mike, K9MED, and Rochelle is doing the honors. He is also recording this net on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. If you want to listen to the net again, just go to Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Type in your call sign, punch in, and follow instructions, and you're in business. He'll post this net after we get done here. So let me reset. Those of you who want to check in via the internet, go ahead and check in with Mike, K9MED, in Rochelle, and he in turn will relay your internet checking to me via the radio. That's how we do it. Also, if you're out in the sticks, if you can hear the repeater, but you can't get into it due to conditions, or else you're too far away from the repeater, you don't have internet access, just give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline. Area code 815-232-FN 232-3636. It's a local Freeport number. I'll take your check in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on low stations. If you can't stay for the net, you got family stuff going on. There's a lot of Christmas stuff on the TV. A lot of people are watching now. But if you're driving and you rather concentrate on your driving rather than talk on the radio, I'll take your short time on low stations and check in. And if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away.
KC9GCR, W9AXD, short time in and out, no traffic.
Illinois. Next we'll take general checking from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general checking from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfast, bike rides, handfests, or marathons. We'll do our regular features. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. This is where you get a chance to ask technical questions. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, or what have you? So we'll definitely talk about that. We'll do we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week? We'd like to hear about them. If you know of any contests that are taking place this weekend, we would love to hear about them too. Then we'll do the SWAT net. If you have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies, the RAM radio, and computers, we'll definitely do that too. Our topic tonight: what is your favorite holiday food? You sit down at your Christmas table on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, wherever you celebrate Christmas. What kind of Christmas holiday food do you like? Ham, turkey, or pizza, or pasta, or whatever. Then we talk about that. Okay, if those of you who missed the net last week, you missed a great net. It was all about the analog versus digital. Those of you who have a Facebook page, tune in to last week's Friday Night Fun Net. You listen to it. All the great good argument on both sides of the issue, discussion digital versus analog. I had 20 check-ins. We'll see how long we go tonight. We'll see how many check-ins we get. Okay. With all so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have a short time on both stations so I can check in tonight's net? Please call now.
AC9JZ, Mike in Rockford.
W9JTC checking in short time. Have a great net, Jimmy.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, short time.
KD9SAZ, Daniel Rockford, short time, and definitely ham all the way, my favorite, and a good homemade pecan pie.
Alpha 9, Victor Uniform, Michael in Janesville. No traffic.
11 in Dalton, Lima Bravo, Dave, Spaceport. In and out, no traffic.
AC9GO in Rockton. No traffic, short time.
Whiskey 3, Mike Bravo X-ray, Matt in Rockford, short time, no traffic.
K9YBG, short time.
AB9SSV, short time. Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway, my name is Kurt. I'm going to be short time tonight, Jimmy, but I want to let you know I did put the ham rig in the mail to you today, over.
Okay, Kurt, sounds good. I know the rah-rah meeting's underway. Of course, you're having it on the Zoom. But okay, that's good. We're looking forward to getting that in the mail. Thanks for checking in, Kurt. Okay. Oh boy, we sure got a slew of check-ins coming in right and left. Give you the station have checked in so far. AC9JZ, Mike in Rockford. Good. Glad you're back over from the hospital. You definitely sound good there with that radio. Thanks for checking in. W9JTC, Jamie in Rockford. Short time and got you checked in, Jamie. Have a good evening. Maybe we'll catch you on the Saturday evening ride tune net tomorrow night. AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Got you checked in. Thanks for checking in, Southern. Have a good evening. KD9SAZ, Dan in Rockford. Oh yeah, I like ham too. Thanks for checking in. You have a good evening too. 889VU, Mike in Janesville. Got you checked in. Southern, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. N9DLB, Dave, you're in Freeport, about a mile east of me. Got you checked in. Southern, thank you for checking in. AC9GO, Mike and Rockton have got you checked in. Short time, Southern, have a good evening. And thanks for checking. W9AXD, Matt in Rockford, I've got you checked in. Of course, I know you're working a basketball game there too. Thanks for checking in. K9YBG, Dale in Rockford, I've got you checked in. Short time, Southern, have a good evening. KD9SSV, Mike and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. And last but certainly not least, KD9N, Kurt and Roscoe, the outgoing rah-rah president, I got you checked in. So let's see how many you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 short time check-ins, right? Okay. Thanks for checking in, Kurt. Do we have any more stations who want to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
K9KZT, Larry, no traffic. Have a good net. K9RUK, no traffic.
And then, right, BX, no traffic.
KD9YUM, Verna, Rockton. I'll be short time, Jimmy.
Larry and Rockford, King of CW. Okay, I've got you checked in. Larry, thanks for checking in. 73. K9RUK, long time no hear. Welcome back to your airways. Haven't got you checked in. I do have you checked in. Thanks for checking in, 73. Now that last station want to check in. I talked to you earlier about a half hour or so ago. Now, come back with your call. Repeat it slowly and phonetically, if you would, please.
K9YDX, go ahead.
November 9 Yankee Bravo. What's the last letter in your call?
Okay, November 9, Yankee, Delta, okay, hotel.
Oh, I've got November 9 Yankee Delta Hotel, QSL.
Yes, yeah, okay, that's it.
Okay, now, all right, my mistake. It's, I put a B instead of a D, but it's November 9 Yankee Delta Hotel. What is, welcome to the Friday Night Fun. This meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. here on this repeater. What is your name and where is your QTH located?
Okay, my name is Bill. Because I'm in Watford. I'm in Illinois.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the log. Do we have any more short-time mobile stations? Would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now.
K9FEO, Justin in Rockford.
K9FEO, Justin and Rockford. Okay, Justin, got you checked in short time. Maybe we'll talk to you later on tonight. If not, we'll definitely see you tomorrow morning here in Freeport. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations you want to check in, please call now.
KD9YUM, Verna, Rockton. I'll be short time, Jimmy.
KD9YUM, Verna. Larry's H9GO better have. Okay. Thanks for checking in, Verna. Celery, have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the log. There was another station trying to check in. Another station, come back, please.
Yeah, Jimmy, AC9JZ. I just wanted to give you an update on my health and everything. If you got a moment, if there's a moment here to do it.
Go ahead and do it now. Why not? Well, we're not a formal net. Go ahead.
Thank you, Jimmy. Well, I just have to say thanks to all the hopes and prayers, and the prayers, I underline that, of people that have knew what was going on, that I broke my hip. I had surgery on Saturday. I'm outside walking around without a walker or a cane. And it's not even Saturday yet. So less than a week and I'm walking around and doing it. So thanks everybody for your hopes and prayers. And I just wanted to say thank you. And yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm really lucky. And got a lot of good friends out here, so thank you very much to everyone. 73's AC9JZ, I'm gonna monitor.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on K9RFD Repeater and Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net, etc. in Freeport. You're welcome there, Mike, and thank you for checking in. Glad everything went well with you. Well, you're outside walking without cane or walker, that's great. That is great. Okay, Mike, thanks for checking in. 73, have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the log. Do we have any more short-time mobile stations? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. All right. Boy, I'll tell you what. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, let's see. 17 on their checking. So, let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13. 16. Make that 16 on their checking. That's great. K9YI in Monroe checked them as early bird before that. So, okay. Let's go on with, at this time I will take General Checkins. At this time I'll take General Checkins in Northern Illinois who would like to check the Friday night fun net this time. Please go now.
KD9MED, carrying Rockford.
KD9MED carrying Rockford, the king of the Duke of Digital DX. Okay, Carrie, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for your DX report, your contest information, or what have you. Then we'll just get to the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
Sir 9, Oscar Echo Golf, Chris in South Boyd. I have no traffic, and good evening, Jimmy.
N9OEG, Chris in South Boyd. Okay, Chris, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around there. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
K9MED, Mike and Rochelle, got you checked in. Mike, we'll get back to you in a few minutes around here. Well, thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please call now. One more time, any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois who would like to check the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
29JZ, one more thought.
The H9JZ, okay, Mike, go ahead.
Christmas cookies are my favorite holiday food.
Christmas cookies, nothing wrong with that. When my younger sister was in high school, she was in home ec class, home economics. She used to make, if you learn how to cook and bake, she made Christmas cookies. So one year, I'll tell you what, my dad, I'm not kidding you folks, he could drink beer all day, but I'll tell you what, when it comes to those Christmas cookies, he really went nuts for them. And I'm not kidding you, this is a true story, it's true, folks. Mike, Christmas cookies, they ain't bad at all. I love them too. Okay, Mike, thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Okay, no further check-ins from Northern Illinois. At this time, I'll take general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin. Any general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin would like to check in? Please call now.
KC9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
K9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin. Okay, Norm, we got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KC9GCR. This is Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Whiskey Romeo, Don and Beloit. I have no traffic, Jimmy. Have a good night.
Okay, KD9 KWR, Don and Beloit, got you checked in short time. 73, thank you for checking in. We'll talk to you down the log. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin for the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Well, it is Friday night fish right now in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, tavern, their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern black. Stand by hotline. This is K9GCR of the Friday Night Fun and K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. That was John Case9DDF and Elgin checking in on the Friday Night Fun Net online. Hear that phone ring, folks? That's a real telephone ring, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay, as I was saying, it's Friday Night Fish Friday night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, tavern, eating their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern fried walleye, muskie, crappie, bluegills. Those of you in the Milwaukee area, you're eating your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, and brunch. Well, you're, of course, you cheese lovers are eating some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. Okay, the lake should be frozen, so you guys should be going out to about doing your ice fishing. You'll take your tents, your shanties, your TVs, your radios. You take your coolers with food or beer with your favorite beverages. Hope you'll catch a lot of fish. Make sure you take your HDs with you so you can check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, at this time, I will take check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay, now we'll move on to the traffic portion. Oh boy, we had quite a few check-ins tonight. That's great. Tom said that 24 check-ins already. All right. So, we, State Line Dance Radio Club had their BE testing session the last Saturday. Freeport Public Library. I am happy to report, out of 6 people who came and showed up to take their test, 6 people passed, including Seth, a good friend of Justin K9FDO. He, along with the other 6, are anxiously waiting to get their license so they can get on the air. So, okay. So that's about it there. I'm glad the BE session went. The waiting game continues to see when they get their license so they can get on the air. I don't know how many others took their technician test, or maybe quite a few maybe upgraded too to general or extra class. But great BE testing session last Saturday. Okay, come your set. I'm also happy to report the 146.61 repeater is back on the air. It's at its new QTH, its new location at OSF St. Anthony Hospital. I can get into it from Freeport. The only thing is, I have to, several other hands couldn't hear me when I was on medium power. So, I'm going to adjust in K9FDO when he comes to Freeport tomorrow for the Steve Tacon Repeater Association meeting. I'll get to that. He's going to reinstall one of my hand mics. That way I can boost the power. I'm using a desk mic, and I cannot, there's no way I can change the power or decrease the power, increase it with this Motorola desk mic. So we're going to put the hand mics back in. So, okay, 61 repeater is back on the air. It's working good. Kurt K9 will probably do some more work on it. So, okay. And one more piece of traffic. Okay. Our monthly meeting of the Steve Tacon Repeater Association will take place tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock at the Freeport Public Library. If you're not doing anything tomorrow morning, come on over. Let's pack the place. Justin, K9FDO, is coming over. He's going to attend our meeting. He wants to get back. Recently got back on the air, and he wants to meet the guys and gals of our Repeater Association. So, okay, sounds good. Those of you who don't know, he's working for the U.S. Postal Service. He delivers the mail to all the post offices here in Stevenson County. So that's about it there. So, okay. That's all the traffic I have. Does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along for the net? All right, let's go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net check order. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? Do you want what kind of radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, or what have you? So, you wanna, do you have any technical questions? This is your chance to ask them here, and, we'll ask your questions. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Does anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring from the net this time?
Justin, K9RFD just put a J-pole up on his house. I want to know if he bought it or he made it himself. That's the question.
Yeah, I made that J-pole over here.
I bet so. Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut in.
No. This is where we ask anybody gets a chance to ask any technical questions. Yeah. And by the way, his uncle, Justin's uncle, is going to come tomorrow with a boom truck. He's going to see if we can get that raise that antenna up higher. So that's the situation there. No, this is good. This is good. Oh boy, did I cover somebody? I didn't mean to. Other station, come back, please. All right. Next item on the list will be the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts? I did this week. If you did, we'd like to hear about them. And if anybody has any information about any contests that are taking place this weekend or down the line, we'd like to hear them. Anybody have any DX reports or contest information they'd like to pass along? Please go ahead. K9FDO, Terry, did you make any DX contacts this week?
Is that for me, Jimmy? KD9MED. Thanks a lot. Good evening, everybody. Wow, you had some good news tonight. The 6 out of 6 passed the exam on the last VE testing session. That's great news, and I was glad to hear that the gentleman's hip injury healed so quickly. Brief reset. This week I was on HF for only an hour and a half. I made 20 contacts. I was only working very strong signal, so I got 3 European countries and the United States, and that was about it. Nothing, there's not one of them here that stands out to say anything about. So let's go on to the contest. Brief reset. One contest here that intrigues me is the slow speed test. If you go to K9RFD.com, you'll find a page there about it. This is a contest that happens twice every week. It's a CW contest. It's for slow sending. Maximum speed is 20 words per minute. Brief reset. I'm going to give you UTC times here. It happens every week on Fridays starting at 2000 UTC, and it lasts for an hour. And it also happens on Mondays at 0000 midnight Zulu, which would, in our time, I guess would put it back into Sunday somewhat, at 0 midnight on Mondays, right. Brief reset. So that's an every week thing. And we For this weekend, we have the ARRL 10-meter contest. It appears to run for both days, from midnight to midnight Zulu, and that is CW and phone only. Free set. We have the SKCC Weekend Sprintathon. That's another CW organization. And they'll be running CW on all the main bands, not the work bands, for 36 hours beginning midday Zulu time Saturday. And finally here I have something called the International Naval Contest. That's naval, not your belly button, but naval as in ships and so forth. Again, on the main bands, CW and sideband only. And here's something about naval club members, non-naval club members. Anyway, it's operated out of Europe, so who knows? Who knows? Check it out. KD9MED.
Terry, thank you very much for all that information about the DX, the 10-meter contest there, and what have you, and all the different contests that are going on CW. Does anybody have any questions for Terry? K9MED reference these contests. Okay, good luck and good contesting. I'm going to do after I give my report, I'm going to read the DX Code of Conduct and the contesters' Code of Ethics there. So, okay. Now, to give you my report, I made two contacts on, let's see, this week 4 contacts, all with the Old Miss Net. Old Man International Sideband Society Net. The 20-meter Old Miss Net is held on 14.290 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband. The 40-meter Old Miss Net, which I assume is underway right now, is on 7.185 megahertz lower sideband. Okay. The first contact was on at 14:29 hours. Again on 14.290 megahertz. The time was 1934 hours. It was KC1 IRH in New Hampshire. Right? And the second contact was on the 20:45 hours with the same station, K9RFD. Now today, I made two contacts, also on 14.290. There was a KC1 ICH. He was in New Hampshire, and let's see, 22:38 hours. Then he was giving me. I was receiving all those stations 5.0 except the last one 3.0. The last contact was on at 22:41 hours. Whiskey Delta 9, Charlie Sierra Kilo in Oklahoma. That's the first time I ever talked to a station in Oklahoma. Here's how that old MissNet works. They're going to send me some literature in the mail since I don't have a computer. They assign you just a minute. Well, they assign you a number. Here, let's see, like, oh boy, let me see. Case 9 ILH Old Miss number is a 12254, and that's contact in Oklahoma. Whiskey Delta 5. Oh boy, net control screwed up. WD9 CSK in Oklahoma. His old Miss net was 70641. They'll send you some certificates if you want to apply. You want to become a member, just send them $10. They'll send you all the certificates and what have you. So those are my 4 contacts this week with Old Miss Net.
This is KD9MED. Congratulations on adding Oklahoma. Have you kept track of how many different states you've worked?
Oh boy, I'd have to go through all my list, my numbers there. Since I upgraded back into 2018, I'd have to see how many states and the Canadian provinces I made contact with.
Yeah, it's harder to do with paper logs, that's for sure. KD9MED.
Okay, Gary, thanks for all you do. So that sounds great. Okay, any other station have any DX reports or contest information they want to pass along? Well, of course, Al, K9EPZ, I'm sure he'll be getting ready for the winter heat, which gets underway on January 1st and it continues all through the month of January. It's all on 2 meters. It's simplex frequencies only, no repeaters. So, okay, at this time, I'm going to read the. No, we'll do that later tonight. The amateur code, we'll do that towards the end of the net. I'm going to do the DX Code of Conduct. 1. I will listen and then listen again before calling. 2. I will only call if I can copy the DX station properly. 3. I will not trust the DX cluster and will be sure of the DX station's call sign before calling. 4. I will not interfere with the DX station nor anyone calling and will never tune up on the DX frequency or in the QSX slot. 5. I will wait for the DX station to end a contact before I call. 6. I will always send my full call sign. 7. I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. 8. I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign, not mine. 9. I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign, not like mine. 10. I will not transmit when the DX station requests geographic areas other than mine. 11. When the DX operator calls me, I will not repeat my call sign unless I think he has copied it incorrectly. 12. I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. 13. I will respect my fellow hands and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. And number 14. This is not part of the original code, but Kerry and I decided to put this together anyway. Number 14. I will send a QSL card or email to the DX operator to confirm my contact with the station. That's the DX Code of Conduct. Now we're going to do the Contester's Code of Ethics. Let me reset. Contester's Code of Ethics. 1. I will learn and obey the rules of any contest I enter, including the rules of my entry category. 2. I will obey the rules for amateur radio in my country. 3. I will not modify my log after the contest by using additional data sources to correct call sign / exchange information, errors, I should say. 4. I will accept the judging and scoring decisions of the contest sponsor's final. 5. I will adhere to the DX Code of Conduct in my operating style. 6. I will use my frequency to any emergency communications activity. And finally, number 7. I will operate my transmitter with sufficient signal quality to minimize interference to others. That's the Contester's Code of Ethics. And I always get a kick out of what Rick, K9RFD says. He said if everybody obeyed the DX Code of Conduct and the Contester's Code of Ethics, you wouldn't be making any contacts. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Okay. I'm trying to get everything put away here. Okay. Okay, one moment, please. That's what happens when you got a zillion papers running around on my desk here. Okay, now before we start the round table, do we have any more stations that would like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KD9MED with internet check-in.
Okay, go ahead with your internet check-in there, Mike.
If you haven't checked in Patrick yet, keep finding $9 silver. He checked in a little bit ago.
Okay, he's checked in. Okay, Pat, I've got you checked in. Last week he didn't have any internet or phone connection, so he called me on the hotline. So okay, thanks, Mike. Any other stations that wish to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. All right, let's talk about the, what is your favorite holiday dish? You said you're down at your Christmas table, Christmas Day, or whenever you celebrate Christmas. You like ham, turkey, goose, or let's see, a pizza, or pasta, and open-faced hamburgers, or what have you. Let's see now. Let's move on. Okay, K9FDO, Justin, are you still with us? What is your favorite holiday dish?
K9FDO. Jimmy, well, I gotta tell you, I'm not real greedy or real picky, but when you get those yams baked up with the marshmallows on top, oh man, that's definitely gotta be it for me.
See, what is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
Jimmy, I completely covered you.
Okay, go ahead, Justin. I was asking you, what is your favorite holiday food you like to set at Christmas time?
Well, I'm not real picky, and I'm not real greedy, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be those sweet potatoes, baked real nice, with them marshmallows layered on top, that little dessert / dinner / whatever you want to call it. That is my favorite dish by far, K9FDO.
That's what I had at Camino's Little Italy on the thing 2 weeks ago at Thanksgiving. I had them last year. They are definitely good, especially with those marshmallows. Yes, indeed. Okay, Justin. Hey, thanks. Thanks for checking in. We'll talk to you a bit later here. So, K9MED, Carrie, what is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
This is KD9MED. Oh, Justin, your audio sounds great tonight. For Christmas, I'd be really happy to have some cocoa. To tell you the truth, I haven't had any real cocoa in years and years. I'm voting Cocoa, Jimmy. KD9MED.
There is nothing wrong with that, Gary. Nothing wrong with that. That's great. Okay, thanks for your comment there. Okay. N9OEG, Chris in South Beloit. What is your favorite holiday food? N9OEG, Chris in South Beloit. Are you still with us? Okay, you must have checked in short time, so we'll move on. KD9MED, Mike in Rochelle, what is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time or whenever?
I don't know. When it comes down to holiday food like that, probably turkey or ham or whatever, for Christmas, we'll do that. Or maybe just some kind of a special dinner, a little bit of steak or something like that. Not too picky, really, but anything will work just about. This is KD9MED back to net.
Okay, sounds good there, Mike. Thank you for taking and bringing that comment there. Okay, Norm, K9RFD. What is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Jim, my favorite food at Christmas time is fruitcake. Everybody makes jokes about fruitcake, but I love it. My mother used to make wonderful fruitcakes, and the secret to them was that she made them a year in advance. She would make them around Christmas time, and then she would pour brandy over them, wrap them up in aluminum foil, store them in a closet in the house, open them up about midsummer, pour some more brandy on them, and I'll tell you what, Jim, by the next Christmas, they were delicious. So that's my favorite, Jim. I'm still doing it today, but I buy my fruitcakes from a mail order company, but I put brandy on them, and I eat them a year later. So KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, Norman. That's for sure.
Hey, and I wanted to say, Jim, congratulations on your DX contacts, and especially that one down to Oklahoma. You've got an antenna that seems to reach out to the East Coast pretty good, and so it's good to hear that you're getting out towards the West Coast there. I've seen your antenna there in the apartment. It looks kind of like a drunken snake crawled across the ceiling, but it's reaching out pretty good, and so keep it up. KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Thanks very much, Norman. I've made contact on 10 meters with stations in British Columbia, Canada, Oregon, Washington State, Oregon, and California. So I'm going to make sure I tune in at the 10 meters this weekend and see what I can pick up there. So thank you very much. Okay, I guess K9 KWR. Don, are you still with us, or did you check in short time? Okay, that concludes my list. Well, K9DDF John Dalton checked it on the phone, and KF9SG checked it on the internet. Do we have any more stations? Who do I check the Friday night fun this time? You come home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, the grocery shopping, or the show. If you just turn your radio on, you just came home, turned your radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last 55 minutes. This is your chance to check the Friday night fun for anywhere in the region. With drop traffic, please call K9GCR.
KD9CHH, Dwayne in Winnebago.
KD9CHH, Dwayne in Winnebago. Good evening to you, Dwayne. I'm asking everybody, what is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time? Do you have a favorite or not?
I like everything. Kind of a pie person. My brother makes this strawberry whipped cream pie. He only makes it during for Christmas. But yeah, I like pie. But that's probably that strawberry pie is probably my favorite. I only get it once a year, so when it comes around, I make sure I get my share.
I hear you. Any pie, strawberry pie, apple pie, cherry pie, chocolate pie, whatever, as long as it's not pumpkin. No, I'll eat pumpkin if it's the last resort, but I prefer the other kinds of pie. I don't even eat pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, so go figure. Dwayne, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. If I don't talk to you before the holidays, you and your family have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, what have you.
Thank you, you too, Jimmy. I'll probably be on another net or two before Christmas comes, I hope, depending on how my work schedule goes. But yeah, pumpkin pie, for the record, is not my favorite. Back to net.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, thanks for checking in. By the way, anybody at the Jewish faith listening, Happy Hanukkah. This is the second night of Hanukkah. They light the menorah candle. Let's see, that continues at least through next Thursday. They have a 8-day Hanukkah. Then that menorah candle will really be lit up then. So okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
W9KLG Mobile. Short time there, Jimmy.
W9KLG, good evening, Kevin. What is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
Oh, you guys are talking about pie. Well, my favorite is that crumble apple pie. I like that a whole lot.
Crumble apple pie, nothing wrong with that. That sounds good. Sounds good there, Kevin. Okay, drive safely, Kevin, and we'll talk to you down the long. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, a K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Center in Report. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I'm going to read some more Christmas radio nut jokes. Let's see. This is from Chris, N9OEG. I was hoping he'd still be listening, but I guess not. I must have checked in short time. But anyway, you know you are a radio nut when you hang up your Christmas tree lights, not for looks, but to be used as an effective 20-meter dipole antenna. That's from Chris, N9OEG in South Beloit. Here's another one. You know you are a radio nut when you decorate your Christmas tree with coax and ground wire. From Steve at W9WFM. I haven't talked to him in a cool days. Here's another one. You know you're a radio nut when you hang your Christmas decorations from a dipole. Here's another one. You know you're a radio nut when you hang mistletoe from your tower. The W9WFN. Okay. I hope you enjoyed those radio nut jokes. We'll read some more of them again next week. Any more stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to do Friday Night Fun Net trivia. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not, I read enough tech questions last week. That was so for the benefit of Seth there. I know he's listening. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the questions from the general Q&A. So okay, let's see. Let's see how many. Like I said, I don't know how many. We had 6 people come and 6 people pass their test. I don't know if any of them other than 7 passed their technician's test or upgraded to general or extra class. But okay, here we go. First question in the general pool. This is the brand new book too. All right. On which of the following bands is phone operation prohibited? A, 160 meters. B, 30 meters. C, 17 meters. D, 12 meters. On which of the following bands is phone operation prohibited? A, 160 meters. B, 30 meters. C, 17 meters. D, 12 meters. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? Okay, on which of the following bands is phone operation prohibited? Correct answer is B, Bravo, 30 meters. The 30-meter band is restricted to CW, RGTY, and data transmissions only. Image transmission is also prohibited on the 60-meter band. 97.305, General Class License Manual, page 3-8. Okay, we'll find another one here. Okay, what is the limit for transmitter power on the 1.8 megahertz band? A, 200 watts PEP output. B, 1000 watts PEP output. C, 1200 watts PEP output. D, 1500 watts PEP output. What is the limit for transmitter power on the 1.8 megahertz band? A, 200 watts PEP output. B, 1000 watts PEP output. C, 1200 watts PEP output. D, 1500 watts PEP output. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, what is the limit for transmitter power on the 1.8 megahertz band? Correct answer is D delta, 1500 watts PEP output. The maximum power allowed is 1500 watts PEP output on the entire band. Well, first to another question, we're not going to go into that. We'll find another one here. Okay. When may a 10-meter repeater retransmit the 2-meter signal from a station that has a technician's class control operator? under no circumstances. B, only if the station on 10 meters is operating under a special temporary authorization allowing such retransmission. C, only during an FCC declared general state of a communications emergency. D, only if the 10-meter repeater control operator holds at least a general class license. When may a 10-meter repeater retransmit the 2-meter signal from a station that has a technician class control operator? A, under no circumstances. B, only if the station on 10 meters is operating under a special temporary authorization allowing such retransmission. C, only during an FCC declared general state of a communications emergency. D, only if the 10-meter repeater control operator holds at least a general class license. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Go ahead, Mike.
I believe it was C. I believe so. It was C. Am I correct?
No, sorry, Mike. That's not correct. But thanks for trying anyway.
K9KWR.
If you don't get the right answer, this is not an actual examination. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
KD9KWR.
Go ahead, Don.
Well, Jim, I think the correct answer is D, Delta.
You are correct, Don. You are correct. When may a 10-meter repeater transmit the 2-meter signal of a station that has a technician's class control operator? Correct answer is D, Delta. Only if the 10-meter repeater control operator holds at least a general class license. The FCC rules allow any holder of an amateur license to be the control operator of a repeater. The control operator of the repeater must have privileges on the frequency on which the repeater is transmitting. However, a 10-meter repeater must have a general class or higher control operator because technician and novice licensees don't have privileges on the 10-meter repeater band. The 10-meter repeater may retransmit the 2-meter signal from a technician class operator because the 10-meter control operator holds at least a general class license. 97.205B, General Class License Manual, page 3-14. Don, KD9KWR. I was asking a question. What is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
KC9GCR. This is KD9KWR. I guess my favorite would be, a nice cooked turkey and stuffing and sweet potatoes and all the other good stuff. But yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, Don. Okay, thanks. This case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun, and K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun, Central and Freeport. Okay, so we're going to do some more. Those of you who are just tuning in, we're doing Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. We're doing from the new general Q&A. So that's what. So we're going to continue with some more of these questions here. Okay, I'll find another one here. Okay. Which of the following statements is true of the single sideband voice mode? A, only one sideband in the carrier are transmitted, the other sideband is suppressed. B, only one sideband is transmitted, the other sideband and carrier are suppressed. C, SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 20, 15, and 10-meter ampere bands. D, SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 160-meter, 75, and 40-meter ampere bands. Which of the following statements is true of the single sideband voice mode? A. Only one sideband in the carrier are transmitted, the other sideband is suppressed. B. Only one sideband is transmitted, the other sideband and carrier are suppressed. C. SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 20, 15, and 10 meter ampere bands. D. SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 160, 75, and 40 meter ampere bands. Anybody correct to answer this question?
W9JTC.
JTC, go ahead, Jamie.
Well, Jimmy, that answer is B, Bravo. It's only one sideband is transmitted, the carrier, and the other sideband is suppressed.
You are correct, Jamie, you are correct. Which of the following statements is true of the single sideband voice mode? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Only one sideband is transmitted, the other sideband and carrier are suppressed. So, now the discussion's rather lengthy. I'm not going to bother reading it. Jamie, did I ask you what is your favorite food that you like to eat at Christmas time?
No, you didn't. I checked in short time, but then I got back on the radio here. Favorite food for me at Christmas time is ham. But, you know, I'm not really a turkey fan as much, but I do love the stuffing when it's actually in the bird stuffing my mom makes. I mean, I can sit there and make myself sick eating it because I like it too much. But yeah, I love ham or a good chicken and rice casserole on Christmas. That's the usual staples we have in this house. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, sir. W9JTC.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did check in short time. Okay, yeah, that's why I was asking questions tonight there. I think, who was it? Somebody asked me that if I could do that tomorrow night. But okay, yeah. During the Thursday evening health segment, somebody was asking me if I want to do this tonight. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I had ham, but I had something to it Thanksgiving. So that's that's the way it goes. Okay, Jamie. Hey, thanks. Thank you for checking in there. Let's see if we can find another question here. All right. What is the purpose of using a receive attenuator? A. To prevent receiver overload from strong incoming signals. B. To reduce the transmitter power when driving a linear amplifier. C. To reduce power consumption when operating from batteries. D. To reduce excessive audio level on strong signals. What is the purpose of using a receive attenuator? A. To prevent receiver overload from strong incoming signals. B. To reduce the transmitter power when driving a linear amplifier. C. To reduce power consumption when operating from batteries. D. To reduce excessive audio level on strong signals. Anybody correct to answer this question?
Is going to guess A, alpha.
You are correct. You are correct. What is the purpose of using a receive attenuator? And correct answer is A, alpha, to prevent receiver overload from strong incoming signals. Too strong input signal can overload a receiver, creating distortion products that interfere with reception of the desired signal. Using an attenuator reduces the input signal level and potential receiver overload. General Class License Manual, page 5-16. Okay, we'll find another. Before we continue, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
KD9AXD.
Good evening, Al. What's going on with you? I'm asking a question. What is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
Ham and sweet potatoes. And not particularly candied sweet potatoes because I'm diabetic, but just a nice baked sweet potato with butter.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And thank you for checking into the Rock County simplex net last night. I couldn't hear you. Nothing but you're saying it was nothing but static here. But we'll have to wait for those great band conditions we had a while back before we might be able to hear you. But that was great. Chad ran a great net last night.
Yes, he did. We need to get more simplex going on. And so I'm going to mention that next month is Winter Heat, which is a month-long simplex event, and this is now its, I think, 4th year. And we want to keep getting more and more people participating. Makes it more and more fun. You get to figure out what the capabilities of your equipment is, seeing how far you can talk simplex. And and because it is a whole month, you'll have days with good conditions and days with bad conditions. But more information on Winter Heat, which is also a nice thing to have a event that is doable by technician class licensees and doesn't require HF. But information's at hamactive.com.
Thank you very much for that information there, Al. Yeah, in a few minutes when I mention all the nets in the area, I will definitely mention that the Thursday night net and the Tuesday night the whole county the simplex net. So a lot of people don't know about these simplex nets, but at least when they hear about them, they'll probably want to check in.
So, like I say, it's a lot of fun. The group Ham Active does 4 events a year, one for each season. The last one was Autumn Blaze, and like I say, this next one here is the biggie Winter Heat, which started it all. And definitely, definitely we're hoping to have more people involved this year. I'm trying to remember what we had last year. It was like 1,900 people in it. But go to hamactive.com, sign up for it. If you don't end up doing it, it doesn't hurt anybody being signed up for it. Plus, it automatically signs you up for all 4 events. And doesn't cost anything, although the gentleman that runs the thing and does all the programming for the website, because all logging and everything is done on the website. So there's no keeping a bunch of paperwork and mailing in logs or any of that. It's done in real time. But anyway, at least take a look and see if you'd be interested. We need more people up north here. Everybody, Southern Illinois is loaded with people. There's more people doing it in Iowa than there is here in Northern Illinois. We need to do something about that. We need to keep ourselves in winning positions. So, KD9EPZ back to net. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Al, thanks. I don't know if you listened during the earlier portion of the net when we had the DX corner. Today I made a contact with a station in Oklahoma. It was during the 20-meter Old Miss net. That's the first time I ever made a contact with a station in Oklahoma.
Well, it really is fun, and I've done it. I'm talking to Oklahoma on simplex. And a matter of fact, I remember that night the band was so open. Heck, KD9IGB Matt over here, it's about 2,000 feet west of me. He was sitting on his patio having a cigarette with his HT and he's sitting here talking to a guy in Kansas on simplex.
That is great. That is great. Hopefully we'll have these conditions again someday. That'd be great. That way I'll be able to hear you on the Thursday night simplex net. That's great. Okay, Al. Hey, thanks. Thanks for checking in, and we'll. I don't know. Night Watch is going to come in. They didn't come in wore the hood against last night, so we'll see what happens. Tonight. Thanks for checking in, Al.
About the past couple weeks, I don't know what's going on with it, but okay, my scanner don't like me. It's beeping at me, and I'm not even running full power. So. Anyway, KD9MED, back to net.
I always have mine turned off when I run the net or something like that. Thanks, Al. And I think there was another station trying to check in. Other station, come back, please.
KC9 GCR, this is N9ZUT, Jeff, in Rockford, no traffic.
N9ZUT, hello, Jeff, long time no hear. How you doing?
Pretty good. Got over that RSV, respiratory virus that's been going around, and my wife had COVID. So back in November we were kind of down for the count, but it's been a while since I've had my back surgery that I've been able to actually sit down in my drum kit and go through a few songs here, and I got an hour and a half in tonight, so my ears are still kind of ringing a little bit, but it's always a pleasure getting back onto something that you enjoy playing.
Oh boy, I hear you. That's for sure. Tonight's question, tonight's topic, I'm asking everybody, what is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time? Do you have a favorite or not?
Well, I like glazed ham, and I would actually probably like my pumpkin pie to go along with it.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay, Jeff, hey. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Don't be a stranger. We'll catch you. If by chance I don't talk to you, you and your family have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday Season. Well, then we talk to you down the hall.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Have a good evening there, Jim. 73, N9ZUT.
K9 GCR, thanks for checking in, Jeff. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Those of you who are just tuning in, we are in the general question pool of the Friday Night Fun Net trivia. I read so many tech questions last week, especially for the benefit of the Seth who passed his test last Saturday. I thought maybe we better pay attention to the generals. So, okay, here we go. Next question. What is the feed point impedance of an end-fed half-wave antenna? A, very low. B, approximately 50 ohms. C, approximately 300 ohms. D, very high. What is the feed point impedance of an end-fed half-wave antenna? A, very low. B, approximately 50 ohms. C, approximately 300 ohms. D, very high. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9MED is guessing D delta.
You are correct, Terry. You are correct. What is the feed point impedance of an end-fed half-wave antenna? Correct answer is D delta, very high. Feed point impedance of a 1/2 wavelength dipole increases as the feed point is moved away from the center and is several thousand ohms at the end. The ends fed to half-wave or EMHW antenna with its feed point at one end is popular for portable operating because it is lightweight and easy to install. General class license manual page 7-2. Okay. I'll find another one here. Okay. It's been a while since I looked through this book. Let's see. Okay. All right, we'll find another one here. Okay. How does the attenuation of coaxial cable change with increasing frequency? A. Attenuation is independent of frequency. B. Attenuation increases. C. Attenuation decreases. D. Attenuation follows Marconi's law of attenuation. How does the attenuation of coaxial cable change with increasing frequency? A. Attenuation is independent of frequency. B. Attenuation increases. C. Attenuation decreases. D. Attenuation follows Marconi's law of attenuation. Anybody correct answer to this question?
K9F, the answer is B as in Bravo.
You are correct, Dave. You are correct. How does the attenuation of coaxial cable change with increasing frequency? The correct answer is B Bravo, and attenuation increases. Speed line loss is greater at higher frequency. For example, if you were to use the same type of coaxial cable for your 160-meter antenna as for your 2-meter antenna, there would be much more loss at the higher 2-meter frequency. General Class License Manual, page 7-20. Okay, Dave, I'm asking a question. What is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
Favorite holiday food is basically Christmas dinner consisting of turkey and home mashed potatoes with butter and milk.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good there. Okay. Over to my sister's house, when we have Christmas, I'm not sure when we're going to have it this year. It'll probably be after Christmas. Probably around New Year's Eve or something. That's what we had last year. But my sister always has something different every year. It's not the same old every year. Not the traditional meal. Like, she'll have like pizza or pasta one year, and another year she'll have open-faced sandwiches or broiled hamburgers, and another year she'll have something else. That's the way she does it. So, Dave, 7-3, have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, was there somebody else to try and check and come back?
K9GDY.
KD9GDY. Good evening, Jim. What's going on with you?
Me and the YL, we were out and she wanted. We knew this guy plays in a band, so we went out for the evening and listened to a band for, I don't know, a couple hours, and then we went to a Mexican restaurant, had a nice meal, and then we just got home. So thought I'd run down here in the shack and say hello. And we got the breakfast, ham breakfast tomorrow morning there for the Beloit guys on the Flying J at 8 a.m. And that's what's going on there, Jimmy. Thanks for doing the net, KD9GDY, Jim and Beloit.
Sounds good, son. Sounds good. Al K9EPG was telling me that whatever you did there, he was not able to copy you on the simplex there for whatever reason.
Just a minute. Hey, tell Al to hang on a second. I'm going to move my antenna. I don't even have it anywhere close to your direction. I don't have it pointing towards the south at all. Let me move it. I was on talking to Milwaukee. Bear with me here.
Are you still talking to Milwaukee? If so, go ahead. We'll do this another time.
I had a point at Milwaukee from earlier today. I just didn't move my antenna when I came down here. Bear with me, I'm moving it now.
Okay, that sounds good. And go back to Al, K9EPG there. Let's see if we can get this situation resolved before winter heat comes.
Well, right now I'm transmitting. I'm not at full power. But my antenna, according to my rotor here, should be pretty close to due south. So hopefully that's south, and hopefully Al can hear me. And I moved my antenna from horizontal to vertical. So we're hoping that makes a difference too. So anyway, Al, I hope you're trying to get me on the input, and let me turn it back to you, Jimmy, and you find out what you can there. KD9GDY.
Okay, I was just going to have you go back to Al there and see what you can do. K9EPG Al, K9GDY Jim is on the radio. You can go back to him and explain to him what the situation is. So go ahead.
I can tell he's there, but I couldn't make out what he was saying on the input side. But it may just be conditions. It may change. And he said he wasn't at full power either, so that's a possibility too. And I heard him say something about horizontal. I didn't know he could do horizontal. I can do horizontal. We can try horizontal, but not here.
Comment.
Go ahead, Jim. Go back to Al. We'll stand by.
Okay, Al, I just turned my power up. Al, I turned my power up to full power, and my antenna is positioned vertically. My antenna is vertical. I set it that way today. I got back up there and set it vertical. I was horizontal yesterday, and I'm going to see if this works better. So, Al, I don't know if you're hearing me or not, but boy, I bet you the Rockford repeater's hitting me pretty good right now.
Yeah, I hear you. You're not real strong. You're around a 5, but I hear you on the input.
Roger that. So we should be able to, according to that, then we would be able to make a simplex contact. So, all right, fine business there. Jimmy, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and thanks for letting me tie up your net there for that little test. KD9GDY, Jim and Beloit, 7-3, I'll be listening.
That's it. Oh, you're welcome, Jim. No problem whatsoever. This is not a formal net there, so don't worry about it. Dean K9FLO and Kirk KD9MED are practically next door neighbors there. They talk to each other quite a bit on this net, so don't worry about it. Oh, okay, sounds good.
I turned my power down, and hopefully the Rockford repeater is still going to pick me up. I turned my power way down to 10 watts. So anyway, we should be able to hit that repeater with 10 watts. If not, I might have to crank a little bit, put a little more heat on the wire there. But all right, Jimmy, sounds good. And hopefully you had a good check-in amount, a good amount of check-ins. That's the way to say it. Tonight. So, all right, real good. I'll let you get back to running the net. KD9GDY.
I've got 29 on-air check-ins. One station checked in on the internet, another station checked on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, the telephone. So, there's a good turnout tonight there.
QSL, turning it back to you, KD9GDY.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay. We're going to do a couple more of these trivia questions, and that's about then we'll kind of call quits with this. All right, okay. Now, all right, here we go. We'll find it. All right. What are the toughest questions in your tech, general, and extra Q&A. Your tower questions, of course. Those of you new hams who are listening, even though we're doing the questions from the general Q&A, when you get your license, your technician license, someday you're going to be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground support crew. Future VE testing sessions, if you repeat this question, which I'm about to read, and you answer it correctly, this might put you over the top. It's getting your license. Okay, here we go. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? A. Always hold on to the tower with one hand. B. Confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the harness. D. All of these choices are correct. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? A. Always hold on to the tower with one hand. B. Confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that it is within its allowable service life. C. Ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the harness. D. All these choices are correct. You tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
This is KD9GDY. I'm going to say D, because you said they're actually climbing the tower. If they're actually climbing the tower, all those choices sound correct to me.
Well, I'll tell you what, they do sound correct to you, but that's not the correct answer. But Jim, thanks for trying. Thanks for trying. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Well, in a way, Jim, I think you're right. But here's how it goes. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that is within its allowable service life. Okay. As you are climbing up or down, remember to take your time. It's not a race. Be sure your climbing gear is fully secure. Belts and harnesses must be within their service life and adequately rated for weight. Carabiners or whatever, carabiners should be completely closed. Latching hooks should be all close away from the tower. Always use a safety lanyard or redundant lanyard. And remember that often forgotten rule. Follow the manufacturer's directions. General Class License Manual page 9-14. Okay. You got tower questions in the general Q&A too. All right. This is the last question of the evening. Last question of the evening. Let me reset. Which of the following is required for lightning protection ground rods? A. They must be bonded to all buried water and gas lines. B. Bends and ground wires must be made as close as possible to a right angle. C. Lightning grounds must be connected to all ungrounded wiring. D. They must be bonded together with all other grounds. Which of the following is required for lightning protection ground rods? A. They must be bonded in all the buried water and gas lines. B. Bends and ground wires must be made as close as possible to a right angle. C. Lightning grounds must be connected to all ungrounded wiring. D. They must be bonded together with all other grounds. Anybody correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of the following is required for lightning protection ground rods? Correct answer is D, Delta. They must be bonded together with all other grounds. Lightning protection grounds must be tied to all other safety grounds in your home and shack. Having separate ground systems can expose equipment to damage from the lightning current jumping between ground systems. General Class License Manual, page 9-8. This concludes Friday Night Fun Net trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. Speaking of climbing towers and antennas and stuff, Justin's uncle is going to come to Justin's house tomorrow morning with a boom truck. He's going to raise Justin's antenna a few feet in the air so he can get over that peak of his house. So, okay. Do we have any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
This is KC9ICH. KC9ICH. Robert in Rockford.
KC9ICH, good evening, Robert. How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing real good. Had a little bit of some vacation time, so got the night off and heading to Florida in a couple of days, so we're going to be doing that.
Okay, hey, how long you going to be staying down there?
Well, I be staying down there for about 4 days. Yeah, that's what we be doing. So, yep, gonna be on the Atlantic side. Staying at my brother's house, right off the Atlantic coast. So, gonna be right there on the ocean. So. Back to you, Jimmy. KC9ICH.
Sounds good, Robert. Thank you for checking in. I'm asking a question. What is your favorite holiday food you like to eat, especially at Christmas time, when you sit down at the dinner table at Christmas time?
Oh, my favorite holiday is probably roast beef in the crock pot. That would be the best thing for me. Back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good, Robert. Hey, you have a safe trip down to Florida. You have a good time there. We'll talk to you hopefully when you get back in the area. 73 K9G Sharp, of course. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, do we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. I thought maybe Dean K9FLO will be checking in. Oh, he might be watching TV. He probably forgot again about. Oh well, if push comes to shove, I'll put him down as non-honorary check-in. We have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 20 minutes, if you're able to pick up 443.750 repeater in Chicago, DL1 14.8 plus offset, CFMC night watch is held. That net is held 7 days, 7 nights a week. For the past few nights, I was not able to pick them up, but if you cannot get in that repeater, they do have EchoLink capability. Don't forget, tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock on this repeater, we will have the Saturday evening rag tune. And I believe Larry K9HKX will be net control tomorrow night. We go around a few times. Net control usually picks a topic. If you want to talk about it, fine. If not, you can bring up something else. But we go around a few times, we bring up something else. Well, that's what it's all about, rag tune. So be sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on this repeater. there is a Saturday night fun net which is held every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. That used to be on at 9 o'clock, but they moved it to 8 p.m. So as a result, I'm not able to hear that net anymore with the Saturday evening radio net. It's a Saturday night fun net on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee, PL 127.3 minus offset. You got to check in a certain way, and some of the topics they talk about, I wouldn't even dream of bringing up on this net. Oh gee, I just remembered something. One moment, please. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on this repeater, we will be holding the bi-monthly Illinois Region 1 Hospital radio system test. I will be in net control on this repeater. As soon as we get done, we'll switch over to 147165 and repeater and organ PL 146.2 plus offset. When we get done with there, we'll switch over to the 146.970 repeater in Dixon with a PL 82.5 bias offset. That net is held bi-monthly. It's held during on the second Saturday of the even numbered months. We check out the ham radio equipment in all the different hospitals to see if they're working properly, and if anybody else is welcome checking that net. Let's see. Who was it? Oh yeah, Lloyd. Let me reset. Lloyd, KB9APW down Sterling. He's EC for IEMA Region 2, which includes Stevenson and Winnebago counties. He'll take over for me when we get done when I get done with this repair. Switch over to a 165 and 970. Again, that's the Illinois Region 1 Hospital radio system test starting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on this repeater. Almost forgot to mention about that. After I get done with this net, I gotta get ready for that one too. Okay, let me. Sunday evening, the Greene County Aries Racing net is held at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with a PL of 123.0 minus offset. Scott, KC9YI, and Brandon, K9TNU are net control operators. I think Scott will run the net this coming Sunday night. The Big Thunder Ranch Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. Sunday evenings on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere with a PL of 100.0 plus offset. It's a check-in only net. There's no round table or anything like that. And if you have traffic, they'll let you do your traffic, but there is no round table. It's just a check-in only net. Then let's see, at the same time, the Sterling group, the Whiteside County Aries group, holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.85 repeater in Sterling. PL of 114.8 minus offset. You shouldn't have any problem getting into that repeater. The antenna is about 300 feet in the air, and the Illinois State Police Troop 1 radio tower down at their headquarters in Sterling. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we'll be holding the Monday night rah-rah info net. I'll be net control. Larry, K9KZG, and I share the duties of net control operator. We ran the net this past Monday. I'll run it this coming Monday. Then let's see. The Lee County Aries Races group holds its Monday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon. The PL of 82.5 minus offset. Frank, N9JWI, and Lloyd, KB9APW share the duties of net control operator. I was able to check into that net again this past Monday. And don't forget, at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with the PL 100.0 minus offset, the Kishwaukee Ham Trail combo holds its Monday evening net. Tuesday evenings, we got several different nets to choose from. At 7 p.m. on Tuesdays here on this repeater, of course, we have the Tuesday evening health tech and social net with Larry K9GO in Rockton. Then on Thursday evening, I do the net. We ask everybody how they're doing health-wise, and anybody have any technical questions or anything else you want to bring before the net. Just a reminder, at the end of the Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evening nets, Larry K9KGT has Morse code. That's his CW practice. The Rock County Ham Radio, the Repeater Association, they hold their public service net. Also at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, the PL 123.0 minus offset. Okay, now, at 8:30 p.m. Tuesday evening on the 147.165 repeater in New Oregon with the PL 146.2 plus offset, the Ogle County Hams net is held. That's a new net they started a while back. When they get done with that, if they have time, they have a simplex net. On 146.595 simplex. I'm able to pick up a lot of those simplex stations there. That's great. WZ. And when they're done with that simplex net, they go back to the repeater for the 9 o'clock Ogle County Amtradio net for Harry's Skyward. Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. here in Freeport in the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. I do the weekly Stevenson County at Aries net. At 7:30 p.m. on Wednesdays on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd with the PL 123.0 minus offset. Very important Amtradio couple, it's a Wednesday evening net. I was able to hear some of that net, but there was quite a bit of noise with their repeater. Then at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, here in Freeport, 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have our Wednesday evening swap net. I was net controlled that net. I had a total of 9 check-ins. Mel, K9RFD, and I share the use of net control operator. Also, Mel brings us Amtradio Newsline. 15 minutes independent news broadcast of Golden Tire to Amtradio. Okay, then I'll say Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. As I stated, we got the Thursday evening health tech and the social net on this repeater with myself, K9GCR, net control. Again, we ask everybody how they're doing health-wise. If anybody has any technical questions or anything else they'd like to bring before the net. The DeKalb County Aries group holds its Thursday evening Aries net, also at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb, PL 100.0 minus offset. Okay, now don't forget. Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. On 146.415 simplex. Chad, W9AXD has his Rock County simplex net. We had a good turnout last week. Chad did a special edition of the rain report. It was all about his wife, Erica, KD9MED. That was a good rain report they did. Do check out that simplex net Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. on 146.415. the senile net is held every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time, on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck. W9AXD is your net control operator. 20-meter Old Miss net is held starting at 12 noon or 12:30. They run till about 4 or 4:30 on 14.290 megahertz at 20 meters upper sideband. And the 40-meter Old Miss net is held nightly on the 7.185 megahertz, 40 meters upper sideband. Okay, you're all caught up to date. Your local nets. To support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local clubs. Do we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe.
K9HKX, okay, Larry and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. There's another station trying to come in at the same time. Other station, come back, please.
K9GBP, Greg in Rockford.
K9GBP, Greg and Rockford. Okay, Greg, got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a minute. I want to talk to K9HKX. Larry, what's going on with you?
Well, good evening, Jim, and everyone else still listening in on the net tonight. Not a lot going on here. Don't know how many folks out there know, but my wife fell and broke her ankle about 3.5 weeks ago, and spent a week in the hospital, and now she's last 2.5 weeks she's been in a rehabilitation facility trying to learn how to use different muscles while that ankle heals up. So got quite a long haul on that yet to go. So other than doing what I can to take care of her, I haven't had a whole lot of time for anything else. So I don't have much to talk about ham-wise, Jim. Back to you.
Okay, will you be able to take your turn and do the reaction net tomorrow night?
Well, that's still the plan, Jim.
Okay, sounds good. That's good to hear. Okay, now I'm asking a question. What is your favorite holiday food you like to eat at Christmas time?
Lasagna.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net, February Freeport. Lasagna, that is not bad at all. Sometimes, like I was saying earlier during the net, when my younger sister and my family have Christmas at my sister's house, they have something different every year. Well, like 1 year they'll have pizza or pasta or lasagna or whatever. That definitely sounds great.
Yeah, it's kind of turned into a family tradition for us. I can't tell you how many years ago, one Christmas, we just decided that sounded kind of good, and we started doing it at that time, and everybody liked it so well that we just kept doing it year after year, and it's just become the tradition. So, kind of different, but we enjoy it, and at least it's not your regular turkey or something of that nature. You know, it gives you a little treat to look forward to on Christmas Day. Back to you, Jim.
Boy, ain't that the truth? Yeah, it beats us. People got to have their traditional turkey dinner or goose dinner every year at Christmas. But you know what? That gets to be old. The same old, same old. We used to go through that. I said, let's try something else. Like 1 year, my sister will have open-faced sandwiches or boiled hamburgers. Next year, she'll have lasagna or pizza or pasta. Next year, she'll have something else. That was It's not the same old every year, like a lot of people have to have. Hey, Larry, we're going to be praying for your wife. Let's hopefully she makes a full and complete recovery. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Have a good evening. We'll definitely talk to you tomorrow night in the Reaction Net.
Sounds good, Jim. 73 is to you and anyone else listening, and appreciate the kind thoughts. KD9, HKX, clear.
Okay. Greg, N9GBP, what's going on with you?
Well, it's been kind of a busy week. I'm scheduled for my surgery this coming Monday morning at Loyola. Should be out of there Tuesday, hopefully, if everything goes well. But it was kind of a rough day today. We had to put head of our cat put to sleep, so we're pretty down about that. But other than that, things are going pretty well.
Oh boy, I'm sorry to hear about your cat. Ain't that the way it goes sometimes? That somebody's been part of the family for years. That's a shame. That's too bad. Sorry to hear that.
Well, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, he was an old alley cat that we took in like 14 years ago, and he was a good one. But yeah, you know, nothing lasts forever.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I've gone through losing pets and what have you. The cats, mostly cats and dogs. We only had one dog I remember. He was a Pekingese dog. We named him Penny, and that dog was such a good dog. Other than that, we've had cats. That's about it. Hey, Greg, what is your favorite food that you like to eat at Christmas time?
Well, you know, I have to say, I always like sneaking the Christmas cookies. That's probably not a good answer, but hey, something I always like.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, Greg, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the line.
All right, thanks. 73.
Do we have any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
K9GDY with a recheck.
Go ahead, Jim. I take rechecks. Go ahead.
Jimmy, can you give me that the frequency of that repeater in Chicago and the PL tone?
Okay, it's 443.750. 443.750. PL 114.8. 114.8. I can't promise that you're going to pick up anything. It all depends on conditions. So if you can at least hear them, that'd be great. Also, they do have EchoLink capabilities if you can't get into the repeater.
Thanks, Jimmy. QSL on all that. KD9GDY.
Okay, they're getting underway right now. So thanks for checking in the Friday Night Fun Net. Have a good evening.
Same to you there, Jimmy. 7-3 from KD9GDY.
This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Kerry, K9MED, was telling me he listens to the county jail frequencies on a scanner. At this moment, every night at 10 o'clock, dispatch radios all the corrections officers, says lockdown. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Lights out. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Do we have any more stations that like to check the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Boy, I'll tell you what, we've heard of, this is probably the largest turnout we've had in quite some time. We've 32 on-air check-ins. This is great. I can't remember the last time we had this many check-ins. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go right now. I'm going to go ahead and do my honorary check-ins. I think what I'm going to do here, we're going to do things that different here. N9CO HD honorary check-in. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in on every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. N9CO. Okay, and let's see who else. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. KD9MED. Oh, just a minute. Oh boy. Oh, I screwed that up. I got him down. All right. K9FLO. HD honorary check-in. Okay, so he's checked in. All right. Oh boy. I'm gonna put down. Let's see. KD9LOA. Brandon HD honorary check-in. KD9OVJ HD honorary check-in. These are my Stevens County check-ins. A9 Silver Fox at the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club, south of Rockford. HD honorary check-in. Who else here? N9EGF HD honorary check-in. Let's see now. Oh, I got check-in George. N9WSQ. We'll see him tomorrow night. HD honorary check-in. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater Ride for transmitting from Friday Night Fun. That's under report. Do you have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. W9AXD at Chad. HD honorary check-in. Okay. Well, I got all my paper filled up. If I need any more check-ins, I'll have to turn my paper over. Any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Contact Brad AH2I or Ricky WX9RLT or Justin K9FBO, and they'll get you signed up. You'll see further information. Stand by hotline. That's K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun. That was Casey down in LaSalle, Illinois. He's one of the check-ins on the night watch and that in Chicago. I told him go ahead and check me into the night watch that he said he would do so. Okay, the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. You'll see pertinent information about the net. You see updated pictures of my hand jack. You'll even see weather information. I think we had about 160-some stations check in. I forget what Brad was saying last night. So you want to sign up for the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page, contact either Justin, K9FDO, Brad, AH at 2I, or Ricky, WX9RLT, and they'll get you signed up. Now, Friday Night Fun Net Hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636. The local Freeport number, and you've heard it ring a couple of times during the net. That's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony cell phone ring. You'll also see it on the Facebook page. Traditional red desktop touchtone telephone. Okay, at this time, one moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. At this time, we're going to do the Amper's code. I can't let this go. The Amper's code. 1. The Amper is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way to lessen the pleasures of others. 2. The Amper is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio Ampers, his local club, and to the American Radio Relay League, which Amps Radio represents. 3. The Amper is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. He is well-built and efficient. He is operating practices above reproach. 4. The Amper is friendly. Phone face and center when requested. Friendly advice and constantly beginner. Kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the Amper's spirit. 5. The Amper is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows to interfere with any of his duties he owes to his home, his job, his school, or his community. And 6. The Amper is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the Amper's code. As Tony N9ARB, our EC here in Stephen County says, something to live by not only on the radio but throughout life itself. Might want to keep your stations ready to go in case we're getting involved in a war with Hamas, Iran, Communist China, or North Korea. It doesn't hurt to, we might have to bring back the old civil defense. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Okay, at this time, I'm completely out of room. I don't have any more room to take check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net. So I think what I'm going to do, I want to thank everybody for participating. I want to thank Dan, N9DCH, the trustee of this repeater, and the members of the 195 group for allowing us to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to run down the list of stations I've checked in so far. Myself, K9GCR, net control. And my one and only early bird check-in, Scott, K9YI, Monroe, Wisconsin. Okay. H9JT, good hearing from his voice again. Glad you made a full, complete recovery. W9JTC, H9NW, K9SAZ, A9VU, N9DLB. Big Dave here in Freeport, about a mile east of me. H9GO, W3MBX, K9YBG, K9SSV, KD9N, K9KZT, K9RUK, N9YBH, K9FEO Justice, KD9YUM, K9MAP, N9OEG, K9MED, K9RGG Norm, K9KWR, my first Friday night fun at hotline check-in. K9DGF John and Elgin, KF9SD Pat, internet connection through Mike K9MED, K9CHH, Sean, Winnebago, W9KLG Kevin, K9EPZL, N9ZUT Jeff, K9M, K9GDY, K9ICH, KD9HKX, N9GBP. Now my honorary check-in. N90 Richard, K9FLO, Dean, K9LA Brandon, K9OBJ John, K89SF Scott. That's a beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club, South Robert, N9EGF Kevin, N9WSQ George, I9HF Chad, and KC9IH. Casey, down with that one, my second Friday night fun and online check-in. I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 on-air check-ins, 1 early bird check-in, 2 hotline check-ins, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 honorary check-ins for a total of 43 check-ins overall. If you have any more stations you want to check in, please call now. Okay. Sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your next-door neighbors, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders, your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter your local post office when you buy your stamps or envelopes. Be sure to tell your bank teller when you go cash your check or withdraw money from your local bank. Be sure to tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO, your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, parole officer, divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about Friday night fun day. More check-ins are better than that. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. We do not take check-ins from the jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, towbeds, potheads, and telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse or take an eat or clutch your fists in the national anthem being played, we don't take your check-in. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-in. Plain and simple as that. Okay, I want to thank everybody for checking in. We sure had a great net tonight, and so I'll tell you what, a great turnout tonight. 32 on-air check-ins. That's the most we've had in a long time. So, okay, with that, I don't have anything further. This is the last call. Radio station want to check the Friday night fun net for favor in the region without traffic. Please call K9GCR. Last call for Rapid Jaw. Do it again next week, same time, same repeater for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until this is Jim, K9GCR. Now closing out this Friday, December 8, 2023 edition of Friday Night Fun Net. I return the repeater to frequency normal amateur radio use at 10:17 p.m. Central Standard Time. 4 hours, 17 minutes Zulu time. But 32 check-ins and 43 check-ins overall. This set is now closed. The repeater is now open for normal amateur radio use. 733 boys, this is K9GCR. Wishing you all a very pleasant good night. 73. K9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. 43 check-ins, unofficial count. 32 check-ins, actual stations on the air. K9GCR. Thanks for all you do. Talk to you next Friday night.
All right, copy that, Jimmy. Have a good night. This is KD9MED clear.
GCR, we clear. Good night.
KC9 GCR, K9FEO.